World Shapers by Board and Dice is a 1 to 4 player card drafting set collection game where players will be drafting cards, building up their elements, and creating combos to create the most creation points by the end of the game. Each turn is comprised of 4 phases: drafting, reveal, enhancement, and refresh. During drafting, players will choose one card from their hand to place face down in front of them. Next, players will reveal their cards simultaneously and choose one of 3 actions to take. They can place it within their collection of a matching elemental source, pay 1 power token to exchange the card from their hand to the pool and play that card, or once a round, discard that card for a power token. After their card is played or discarded, they can then apply 1 power token to any one card once per turn. Finally, players will take their hand and pass it to the person to the left, and the next turn is ready to begin. So why should you consider buying World Shapers? Well, number 1, this is a filler gateway game. Now when I say filler, that means that it takes between 30 to 45 minutes to play, as well as there's not much setup or takedown. With a filler game, you can basically easily set it up, get it to the table, play it, and then you're done. And if you're going to a game night where you know you're not going to have time to play a lot of big games, this is a game that you would want to take with you because it's a nice game that you can play in between games. And when I say gateway, that means that it's actually great for players who are not heavy board gamers. So you can take it to a lot of friends that you know are into card games or into just those lightweight games. This will work for that type of situation. Number 2, the card drafting and combo mechanics. So in this game, it's very similar to Seasons, Terraforming Mars, Unfair, where you are drafting cards into your hand and having them to play. But there's more immediacy to it because you're not drafting them actually into your hand, you're drafting them to your play area. And when you do that, you are immediately playing them. So it takes that aspect where, oh, I don't want this player to have this card because if they do, it's going to mess up my combo. You now have to highly consider taking that out of the game, and whether it's playing it onto your own tableau to ruin their games or to just discarding it in general. Now, when I say combos, that's another bonus to this game, is the fact that these bonus and combo systems work in synergy with one another. Like one will say, hey, if green is in vicinity of these 2 elements, you'll get such a great bonus. Then next to it on another element, you can say if you have so many green cards, it gives you so many more points. So it sets up these nice little strategy where you're like, okay, I want to have, air, earth, and water, but I don't need fire, so I'm going to bypass all the fire cards. Or you can find a really rare card where it's like, have the most of this card and you get mass amounts of points, and then you're like, okay, what is out there? And you still really start to consider what is played. So that makes a nice little element to this game that makes it a little bit more deeper than what you would normally see in a filler game. And number 3 is the solo mode. So sometimes you don't want to play solo specific games and you want to play your favorite fillers that you play with your friends, and you just can't because there's no variations to them. Or if there are variations to them, they're made by a third party that sometimes works and sometimes just breaks. Well, this is built in and it's nice and fluid, and it works very well with the subset that's already standard in normal games, so you can actually heighten your skills in playing this game, building combos, and take the advantage over your opponents. Well, if you like what you see here, you can pre-order World Shapers on Board and Dice's website, or if you're going to the UK Gaming Expo or Origins, you can pick it up at those events because it's going to be first available for you over there, or you can pre-order and pick it up at those conventions. Well, my name is Marco. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.